Good morning and welcome to your Tuesday morning, early morning intuitive guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, here with some words of wisdom to get your day started off and running. And today we have a deck we haven't seen in a while and a card that every time I pull it, which is most of the time when I use this deck, this is the card that shows up. Apparently we need the reminder. I'm processing this card differently each time it comes up, so rather interesting. So let's start with some breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Good morning, Joe Neal. It was lovely talking with you yesterday. In through the nose, out through the mouth, letting your shoulders drop, wiggling your neck a bit, hearing all the creaking and groaning. My yoga class, we always do Moaning Monday. By the time it's done, it's Marvelous Monday. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And today is Tuesday. Let's see, what can we come up with for Tuesday? Terrific Tuesday. There we go. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And welcome to whomever else has just popped on. Your name isn't rolling. There we go, Beth. Good morning, Beth. Welcome from the Yoop. Glad you are here. Awesome, awesome. Let's see who else rolls in as we're breathing deeply, connecting to our inner guidance. Now, the deepest inhale you can possibly manage. Go. Hold. Let it go. Exhaling as much as you can. And now returning to normal breath. Good morning, Lucy. Good morning, Cindy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just breathing deeply and easily now. Enjoying the feel of that, getting some air in there. Most of us breathe far too shallowly. Thank you for the sunshine. I appreciate it. We'll see what it's going to do today. There were a couple of days in the 10-day forecast a couple of days ago that were looking at precipitation. Now there's nothing. I love how that changes as you go. Even the day of, all of a sudden, it's entirely different than what they had predicted a few minutes earlier. I'm glad I'm not a weather person. So our card for today comes from the Oracle of E deck by Pam Grout and Colette Baron Reed. And if you haven't read Pam Grout's books, E Squared and E Cubed, you want to get a hold of those because they are a very interesting dissertation about science and the great beyond and the kind of things we talk about and how science really can support many of the things that to date have been called old wives' tales or intuition or all the things people dismiss when they don't want to pay attention to what the message is. And this particular card, you've all heard the, good morning, Ruth Ann, welcome, glad you're here. You've all heard the joke about Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, and it's the dad, the dude, and the holy spook. Yeah, that's kind of the gist of this one. The dude abides. And it was funny because 3 times as I tried to type in the title, it came up, the dude abodes. Abode, house, home. That kind of fits too. So we'll just kind of run with it and go. The dude abides. So thank you for the sunshine, Ruth Ann. I appreciate it. So let's see what the words are. Nice deep breath in. Opening to receiving, letting it go. And just tuning in with your intuitive ear. What part of this is speaking to me today? The dude abides. It's your lucky day in your lucky life. The dude is patiently waiting for you to come on home. Let him do the heavy lifting for a change. No matter what crazy mess you've gotten yourself into, the dude is here with everything you could ever need. The dude's got your back, rock star. So in other words, there's really nothing to fear. There's really nothing to worry about. It's being open to receiving. It's allowing the divine right timing. Good morning, Holly. Welcome, welcome. It's allowing the unfolding. So the dude abides. And again, the gender stuff. But nonetheless, if you look at the message is you have the support you need. It's there. That you have the support you need. Are you open to receiving it? How many times do we do the, no, that's okay, I've got it, thank you anyway, blah, blah, blah. How about saying, yes, please, thank you, good enough. That's all you got to say, all right? And it doesn't mean that there's now a tick mark on that gigantic scoreboard in the sky where you now have to return the favor in kind. That's not how this thing works. It may be, I do something nice for you, you do something nice for someone else, that person does something, and we pay it forward all the way around until eventually we receive. It's really cool how we pay attention, and that receiving, if you follow biblical stuff, is either fourfold or tenfold, depending on which one you read. But nonetheless, when you put out something, far more comes back to you. So being open with the giving, not hoarding. When you hoard, the energy drains out of something. There is no energy in something that's not moving. So keep it moving. Whether it's money, whether it's resources, whether it's your wisdom, keep it moving. Keep it moving. Now, with the wisdom part of that doesn't mean offering your opinion to people who haven't asked for it. Anybody guilty? But it can mean asking that person, would you like to hear my thoughts on that? If they say no, that's fine. Many times people have to find their own path. My daughter is a classic with that. She wants to make her own mistakes. She wants to bang her own head on the wall. More power to you. Away you go. And I was that way. I'm less that way now. I'm more, I think the forehead got bruised enough. I'm now more willing, if someone says, hey, do you want to try something different with that? I might say, what do you have for me? Willing to hear so that I don't have to bang my head against that wall again. So the whole idea of this card, the Dude Abides, is that we are supported. We are supported, we are guided, the path is unfolding with each step we take. Can we see very far down the road? Not often. We may have the illusion that we're seeing far down the road, but things change, don't they? We start off on a particular path. Okay, I'll make one up here. I'm going to get my master's degree in X, Y, and Z. And by the time we're done, we've gotten a PhD in something entirely different. Or I'm going to marry so-and-so, and all of a sudden we're marrying his best friend. There's the divine unfolding of all of this. So we can have those plans, but we want to hold on to them loosely so that when the universe hands us something better, we actually can take it. We actually can take it. Isn't it interesting? I'm being guided this way. And even to ask that question, isn't this interesting, means you're paying attention, means you're present in the moment. Sometimes, I was just reading a book last night. It's a woman's 1-year journey, trying a bunch of things she didn't get to try after she had started a business, made a commitment to that business, got married, had twins, blah, blah, all that commitment. Now, taking a pause, her twins are 8, and she's taking a pause to test drive a bunch of things, being intern for a bunch of things she had always wanted to do. However, COVID interfered. So I'm just to the point now where COVID interfered. But interestingly, in the book, there's at least 2 or 3 times where she is la 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 la, including the COVID thing, not wanting to pay attention to what's right in front of her face. So I'm sure that didn't serve her overly well. So in this case, we want to listen. We want to listen. We want to tune in. We want to use not just our physical senses, but our intuitive senses, our sense of intuition hearing, intuition seeing, intuition knowing. What are we being guided to? What are we being guided to? And again, oftentimes it speaks so quietly that we really need to be attentive. We really need to create some quiet in our own life so that we actually can hear the psst over here. It's quiet. It's quiet. Sometimes it will ratchet up. If we ignore it, sometimes it will come at us gangbusters in the form of a car accident, an injury, whatever. Good morning, Angie. Glad you are here. Welcome. We're just about done, but the replay will be up right away. We don't want to wait. Good morning, Noel. Glad you are here. Welcome, welcome. We don't want to wait until the universe wears its pointy shoes and kicks us in the butt, okay? We want to pay attention early. Isn't this interesting? I wonder why this is knocking on my door. I wonder what happens if I go down that path. Paying attention. And again, stilling ourselves, having some quiet in our day. For me, it's always in the morning, early morning, before the world starts running around like ninnies with their heads cut off. That's when I'm paying attention. That's when I get quiet and still, and I do my meditation, and I do my journaling, and I do my cacao ceremony, and all that stuff that really makes me go within. What is that still inner voice wanting me to know today? Okay? So same for you. Same for you. What do you do to get that little quiet space so that you can pay attention to what the universe is guiding you to do that day, or to who to be that day, or what to think about or feel that day? All right? So that's your challenge for today. Finding some space so the dude can abide. Again, interesting title for a card, but the gist of it being support is there. Support is there on the other side of that thin veil. Ask for support. Have an awesome Tuesday. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are. Bye-bye.